Welcome back, my dear students, and in this lesson we will learn how we can go ahead and how we can design the header. So let's just go ahead and let's get started. So first of all, what I need you to do is to open your project in here and then also open your website in another browser. Now what we have to do is to click on customize so that we are taken to the theme customizer. Now what we'll be doing is that we will be implementing the header styles as we are actually getting it in here. So first of all, what we need to do is to go into the header, and right now you can see that we are inside the header. Now, as you can see that this header that is being used over here is a transparent header. And the reason why we are actually using that is because we have a background image below that. So until and unless we do not design the body area using a page builder, we cannot make this header to be transparent. So once we design the hero section or the body area that we have over here, then we'll be making this header into a transparent header. But until that, we will go ahead and we will set the header color to be blue as well. So we will go ahead and we will go into the general settings. Now we've got this background color, and we will change our background color of this header to be blue, which is the same. But we will be actually making this blue color a bit lighter by bringing it here. And now you can see that our blue color is going to be a bit lighter over here. And now you can see that this is how the header looks like. So now what we need to do is to design our header. Now you can see that we've got different styles for the header. So like inside here, we can set it to be minimal. And inside here, we have got this transparent. So you can see that we are actually using the header transparent over here. And if we select it to be transparent, whatever the color that will be right down below, that is going to be automatically matched with that. But since we do not want to use that, we will be changing this to minimal. Now what I would actually recommend you to do is to try every of the header and see how these header performs on the website. We'll be going ahead and we will be using the minimal in here. Once you're done with that, you can click on go back. Now you can go ahead and you can go into the menu so that we can design our menu. So first of all, we need to click on here. We'll be now taken into the menu. And now you can see that we've got the menu position, so we will be aligning that to right because this is the perfect spot. We will first of all go ahead and in the main styling, we will change the link color to white so that our text is pretty much visible. Now what we can do is that we can work with the hover colors. So like when we bring our mouse, whether we want to change the color. Alright, so we will go ahead and we will say that when we bring our mouse, we need the hover link color to be changed into black. So we will select black from here. Now we will click on here and let's see if this is being effective. Right? You can see that this is working perfectly okay. Now what we need to do is to actually work with the background. So you can also apply a background color on hover as well. So like, let's suppose that if we bring our mouse, then we want to change the color, the background color to red. So you can see that how this is actually working. All right, now let me tell you one thing. Basically, when you are developing the website, you have to stick with two color combinations. Like you can see that on this website, this is the blue and the green color only. We are only using these colors. We're not using any other color. We are using the red color over here. And the reason for that is because that is a call to action. But you have to strict yourself with using as limited colors as you can as possible so that the user basically does not get an idea that this is really unprofessional website. So if you want more professionalism on the website, then try to use only two colors and do not go beyond that. That is the number one tip that I'm giving you. Alright, so since we do not want to use the background color, so on the hover, we will go ahead and we will clear that out and we will get rid of that. Now what we need to do is to go ahead and add the link effect. Alright, now this link effect is really great. Like if I just go ahead and I just set this to underline from left, now see it, alright? When I bring my mouse, how this underline effect is right here. So this is how you can go ahead and you can work with that, and I'll also change the color to black, so this is how it should be. Now what I would actually suggest you to do is to go ahead and try each of these effects and try it on your website, see how this is working. But what I'll be doing is that I'll be going ahead and I'll be choosing the triple dot under because this is what we are actually using on this website. So triple dot under looks like this, and we will be changing the link background link effect color to be black. So this is how it should be. All right, it's not being effective, so let me change it first. It's effective now. I'll change this to black again, and let's click on here, and now you can see that this is working. All right, So now if you go ahead and we go down, now you can see that we've got this drop down styling. So what is this drop down styling? Let's just go ahead and let's take a look at it. For the time being, what I'll be doing is that I'll be publishing the page and I'll be clicking on cross. All right. Now, once I click on cross, I'll be going ahead and I'll be going into the dashboard. Now I'll go into the appearance and I'll go into the menus. And inside the menu, you can see that we've got the menu one that we actually created in the previous lectures. So now let's suppose that I want to add some more pages inside here. Now, I'm not going to create those pages. Instead, we'll be adding dummy pages in here. So how do we add the dummy page? We add a link as a hash, and then we add the title of the page. So we'll be going ahead and we will be going into the custom links. And in the URL, we'll be adding a hash so that that is acted as a dummy link. And now we will be adding in here services. All right, we will hit on enter and you can see that this is the services right here. Now I'll be bringing the services in here and I'll be adding sub pages of the services that can be like web design. I'll hit on enter. I'll add graphic design. Oh, sorry. I need to actually add a hash in here. Now I need to add in here graphic design. And now I'll be adding in here and I'll be adding SEO. So like, let's suppose that these are the three services that we offer. So now what we'll do is that we will make this to be the sub element of the services by bringing it here. We'll bring our graphic design and we'll be making that to be the sub element of the services. And we will be bringing our SEO and we will be making that to be the sub element of that. Now if you go ahead and we hit on save changes, and now if you go ahead and we refresh this, this is the project page, I'm sorry. If you go ahead and we refresh our website, you can now see that we've got the services and we've got all these services as a sub page being shown. But this link is not going to be effective because we are actually using the dummy links in here. All right, so do not worry about it. Let's just go ahead and let's click on customize. And now once we are in here, now what we need to do is to go into the header, and now we need to go into the menu over here, and inside the menu, now we need to go down and we've got the drop down styling. This is actually the drop down, right? So now what we will be doing is that we will be going ahead and we will be working with first of all the background color. So let's suppose that I want to use the same background color, which is the blue color. Now I'll be clicking on here and I'll be selecting the link color to be actually white. So like, let's suppose that I want the link colors to be white. Now we've got this top border color that we have over here, so I'll be going ahead and I'll be changing the top border color to be black. And now you can see that we've got a top border color which is black. Now the normal border color that we have over here, we will keep it to be transparent. We do not want any border. So how you make a border transparent, like what you can do is that you can click on that. Now you can set this transparency to be 0, all right, and that border is not going to be shown. All right, so now you can see that there is no border, and this is how it's looking. So how cool and amazing this is actually looking, and we are actually done with our header over here. Now there are so many more stylings. You can go ahead, you can take a look at that. Like let's suppose that you want to hide this search over here, so you can disable that and there is not going to be any search over here. So you can regularly take a look at these type of things and you can work with that. Now I'll be only touching those things that we are going to take a look at for project building, because later in the upcoming projects we have to build our own custom header. All right, so that is why we will not be using the theme itself. We will be using a page builder to design our own custom header according to our needs. Like let's suppose that we want to add a button here, we want to add anything else, we can do that using the custom header, and we'll be working up with that in the upcoming projects. All right, so now let's just go ahead and let's go back and let's take a look at the logo. Now for the personal website, we will not be actually uploading the logo over here. We will instead actually styling this logo, styling this title that we have over here. That is going to act as a logo. So in the logo, I'll go ahead and I'll change the color of this logo to white, so that this is how it should be. And let's see if this is the white. And on hover, this is turning into black. So we will go ahead and we will set the color on hover to be black. Now let's see. You can see that this is done. Now what we need to do is to change the font of it. So how do we change the font of anything inside the theme? We go back, and now we've got this typography. So we will click on here. Now what we want to do is to change the logo typography. So we will select logo from here. And now we've got this font family. Now you choose any of the font, that is going to be applied, that is going to be changed, and you can see that this is how it looks like. So you can go down, you can take a look at that, like which font you want to use. So I'll be using the acronym font, so I'll be searching for acronym. This is the font that I want to use, so I'll click on here, and now you can see that my font is turned into the acronym, and this is how it looks like. For the font size, this is actually 24 pixels, so I'll be choosing 46 pixels, and the font is going to be pretty much bigger right here, and you can see this is how it looks like. Now you can see that in the project we've got the spacing. This is actually being given much more spacing, but in the project we do not have got that much spacing, so we will set the line height. Now how does the line height work? You can see that if I increase it, how much spacing it's going to give from the top and the bottom. So instead of 1.8, which was set to 1.8, I'll be setting this to 1.4 so that this actually matches that, and now it's looking perfectly okay. That's it. Now you can see that our header is fully designed, except for one thing, and that is we need to actually work with the border that we have over here, this line that we have over here. So what you can do is that you can go back. Now you can go into the top bar, and in the top bar you need to go into the general settings, and inside the general settings you can see that we've got this border color. So we will click on here, and we will set it to be transparent so that we do not have got any of the border over here. And now you can see that this is how this is actually looking. Now we are fully done with our header and also the footer. So in the next lecture, we'll be working up with our, I told footer over here. We are done with the header, and we are also done with the top bar. So in the next lecture, we'll be working with the footer, and I'll show you how you can go ahead and how you can design a footer like this. We'll be working up with that, and after that we will be moving forward, and we will be understanding how we can go ahead and how we can work with the body area. So stay tuned, and bye bye.